Greetings mortals and welcome back to the channel. In today's broadcast we will be doing something a bit different from our usual content. I will be numbering the 5 most scary cryptids, as I'm fascinated by the stories I hear of these supernatural beings. Let's get started. Starting out with our number 5 spot, we have Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, which is a legendary creature that is said to inhabit forests, mainly in the Pacific Northwest region of North America, but can be found all over the world. It is said to be a humanoid creature that is covered in fur and stands an estimated height of 6 to 10 feet tall. Despite numerous sightings and eyewitness accounts, the existence of Bigfoot remains a mystery to many. The first Western documented sighting of Bigfoot was in 1811 by a trader named David Thompson, who reported seeing large footprints in what is now known as British Columbia. Since then, there have been countless reports of sightings and encounters with Bigfoot from all over North America. Many people have dedicated their lives to searching for Bigfoot, and have even formed groups and organizations to help gather evidence and prove the creature's existence. Some claim to have found hair samples, footprints, and even video footage of the creature, but none have been able to provide concrete evidence. Perhaps Bigfoot is the missing link. Whatever the case, it remains a strange and mysterious creature. It would be sure to give a fright to anyone unlucky enough to happen upon one. At our number 4 spot, we have Skinwalkers. Skinwalkers are creatures from Navajo mythology that are said to have the ability to transform their physical appearance into that of an animal. According to legend, Skinwalkers are typically witches or sorcerers who have gained the ability to shapeshift through dark rituals and practices. In Navajo culture, the concept of Skinwalker is often linked to witchcraft and dark magic. It is believed that Skinwalkers have the ability to harm or even kill people, and many Navajo people are deeply afraid of encountering one. Some even believe that talking about Skinwalkers can attract them, and so the subject is often avoided entirely. According to legends, Skinwalkers can take the form of any animal, including wolves, coyotes, and even bears. They are said to use their abilities to stalk and prey on unsuspecting victims, often in the dead of night. Some Navajo people believe that Skinwalkers wear the skin of the animal they are transforming into, hence the name Skinwalker. Others believe that Skinwalkers are able to transform without any physical aid, and that their powers come from within. Despite the fear and superstition surrounding Skinwalkers, some Navajo people have also been known to use the concept of Skinwalkers in a positive way. For example, some Navajo healers may use the powers associated with Skinwalkers to help heal the sick or injured. According to my research, not all Skinwalkers are malevolent. Some medicine men use their power of shapeshifting for benevolent purposes. In conclusion, Skinwalkers are a fascinating and mysterious part of Navajo mythology and culture. While the concept of Skinwalkers can be terrifying to some, it is also deeply ingrained in Navajo folklore and has been a part of their traditions for centuries. On to number 3, Dogman. Dogman is a creature that is said to inhabit various parts of North America, particularly the Great Lakes region, but as with Bigfoot, it can be found all over the earth. It is described as a humanoid creature with features resembling that of a dog or wolf, including powerful jaws, sharp teeth, and fur covering its body. They are typically anywhere from 6 to 12 feet tall. Their fur comes in a variety of colors, from brown to black to beige, and so on. The origins of the Dogman legend are somewhat unclear, with some people believing that it may be a modern interpretation of Native American folklore, while others believe it may be inspired by sightings of large wolves or other wild animals. Reports of Dogman sightings have been circulating for decades, with many witnesses claiming to have seen the creature in the woods or on rural roads. Some describe the Dogman as being bipedal, walking on 2 legs like a human, while others say that it walks on all 4s like a typical canine. Skeptics often dismiss these reports as hoaxes or misidentification of other animals, but many people remain convinced that Dogman is real and a dangerous creature. Some even claim to have had terrifying encounters with the creature, describing it as being aggressive and threatening towards humans. We must remember that only those survivors are able to tell their story of the encounter. Despite the lack of evidence to support the existence of the Dogman, the legend has gained a significant following in recent years. There are numerous websites, books, and podcasts dedicating to exploring the mystery of the Dogman, and many people continue to search for evidence of its existence. In conclusion, the Dogman is a fascinating and frightening creature that has captured the imagination of people across North America. While no concrete evidence to support its existence, the legend of the Dogman serves as a reminder of the enduring power of folklore and the mysteries that still exist in our world today. At our number 2 spot, we have the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a creature from the mythology of various Native American tribes in the northern United States and Canada, including the Algonquin, Cree, and Innu people. It is said to be a malevolent spirit or monster that preys on humans, particularly those who venture into the wilderness. The description of the Wendigo varies a lot, but generally the Wendigo is often described as a tall, thin creature with a skeletal frame and glowing eyes. Its body is covered in matted fur, and its skin is stretched taut over its bones. It is said to have an insatiable hunger for human flesh, and is said to be able to mimic human voices to lure its victims into the woods. According to legend, the Wendigo is created when a person resorts to cannibalism in extreme conditions of the wilderness. Once the cannibalistic act is committed, the person is said to be possessed by the spirit of the Wendigo and becomes one themselves. The Wendigo is associated with winter, starvation, and famine, and it is believed to be a warning against the dangers of greed and selfishness. The creature is often portrayed as a cautionary tale, reminding people of the importance of living in harmony with nature and respecting the natural world. Despite the terrifying reputation of the Wendigo, some people believe that there are ways to protect oneself against its influence. Some Native American tribes have developed rituals and ceremonies to ward off the Wendigo, while others recommend carrying certain objects or wearing specific colors to ward off its evil influence. In conclusion, the Wendigo is a fascinating and frightening creature from Native American mythology. It serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting nature and the dangers of giving in to greed and selfishness. While the legend of the Wendigo may be terrifying, it also offers valuable lessons about the consequences of our actions and the importance of living in balance with the world around us. And coming in at our number 1 spot as the scariest cryptid, we have crawlers. Crawlers, also known as fleshgates or pale men, are described as humanoid creatures found in the United States and Canada, typically in forests. These creatures are said to be humanoid in appearance, with long limbs and hunched posture that allows them to move quickly and quietly through their environment. Crawlers are quite frankly demonic in their appearance. They are said not to have lips nor noses. Crawlers are said to be tall, lanky, and grey humanoid creatures with no hair, extremely sharp claws and sharp teeth, and sunken-in eyes, which sometimes glow. Their frame is skeletal, with their bones protruding out from under their skin. They are typically described as being anywhere from 5 to 8 feet tall. Crawlers are said to crawl extremely fast on all 4 limbs. Crawlers are said to be very aggressive, attacking animals and humans that come too close. Crawlers also strike a shocking resemblance to the creepypasta creature the Rake, which is where the story could have gotten its inspiration from. The first reports of crawlers came from the United States, where people began reporting sightings of strange humanoid creatures in the woods and other remote areas. They are said to have a hunched posture, which gives them a somewhat creepy appearance. As reports of crawlers began to spread, people in other parts of the world began to report similar sightings. In Europe, for example, people reported seeing creatures that were very similar in appearance to the American crawlers. These creatures were said to be seen in forests and other remote areas, and were often described as being very fast and agile. Crawlers have been known to stalk their victims, peering in through windows or even entering houses. Despite the numerous reports of crawlers, there is no concrete evidence to support their existence. Some people believe that these creatures are simply a product of the human imagination, while others believe that they are real and continue to search for evidence of their existence. There are a number of shocking reports from individuals that claim to have seen this creature. The sheer number of reports makes me find the reports very probable. Whatever the case, I personally would not want to run into one. Now, we are coming to the end of this video. I want to thank you for watching. If you want to support my work, you can find me on Patreon. I'll see you next time, mortals.